plan to go against Louis and I.
After New York, Louis was really upset. For like Frank to say anything negative about Louis, so wrong.
Frank, last we heard, Frankie was working with Louis. What happened with that?
Frankie's no longer with Louis.
He got another job, and that was it. He was very happy working with him, and I'm very thankful for Louis.
I won't say anything first.
I don't know what this rumor is, and I don't want to talk about Frankie at all.
So then after New York, my husband reached out to Frank. They made up, and he's like, I just want you to know that. They all came up with the plan, trying to take Louis and myself down. Brittany and I did not go. We wanted no part of it. So thank you, Frank Sr., for that one.
Oh, and another thing I heard. Oh my God, another thing I heard, which I want to ask Jen Fessler about. Danielle told me at New York, Jen Fessler said, like to the other group sitting across from us, you guys didn't execute the plan correctly.
Yeah.
Like, so that means, like, so that confirms what Frank said. Oh, you heard that too?
I mean, I think you want to be deaf if you didn't hear it.
Oh, see? So he heard it too.
I think he was talking to Joey, maybe.
I would ask her why she said that.
I am gonna ask her, yeah.
It's normal to have a meeting of the minds before the reunion. I think we all do it. This is how I'm looking at it, and this is why I don't feel like, oh, it's so groundbreaking. With this group, it's tit for tat.
It's so sad when two people are happy, it's like instead of other, like, look, they're happy for us. And we have to see that for what it is.
All right, well, cheers to that.
Yeah.
Cheers to
exactly.
that.
Okay, I like that.
Cheers to that.
Okay, I have quite a few notes on this. Originally, I was going to break this up into two different parts, but I decided just to leave it kind of together as part 4 and part 5. As I was kind of going back through my notes, I realized that the actual video of part 4 would be really small, so I just figured I might as well just put them all together. So anyway, we just watched part 4 and part 5 in my own creation of this particular episode. And there was a couple things that, again, stood out. Number one was the conversation that Louis had with Pauly, and really trying to re-emphasize that, a party for Jen Fessler, which they were planning for a surprise party, wouldn't be the appropriate place to go ahead and have this conversation about this private investigator, that, basically there was a huge drama from last season. And, it was interesting to hear how Teresa was feeling about everyone, who she was okay with, who she was not okay with. I think it did put perspective, especially for the viewer to know kind of where she's at with all of it. I do have to say from a familial standpoint, it does make me really sad that the relationship has deteriorated so much between Joe and Melissa and herself. But you could just see and hear in her voice how she's so disconnected with it. I want to believe that there's a little part of them that, really wants that family connection again, but I think the damage has just been done for so many years. I don't know if it's ever going to get recovered. I have no idea. I'm going to pray for them that it does. I really, really do. Because families is everything. And, the Gorgas have said that for many seasons about family being everything. And when I mean the Gorgas, I mean Joe, Teresa, her mom, her dad, all of them, and so to see the relationship just deteriorate the way that it has, it's really kind of just really disappointing. But again, it's not my opinion. I'm sure that there's more to the story than anything. I mean, we only see one side of it. We only see the viewership side. Whatever is going on behind closed doors, that is up to them to figure this out and work through it. They're just sharing their life with us, but it's really kind of just, disappointing. I would say the other thing that was interesting too, I noticed that Dolores has a lot of common sense. Every single time I've watched the episodes with her, she always says some, pretty good points. Teresa had mentioned about executing the plan, et cetera, that there was this plan that was supposed to be orchestrated. I'm not really sure what the plan was or what it was supposed to be or how it was supposed to be orchestrated, but she did mention this plan. And when Dolores had mentioned, that this group goes tit for tat, it's very true. If you've watched enough seasons of this show, you know that there is a lot of, you do me wrong, I'm going to do you wrong. You hurt me, I'm going to hurt you back 10 times. There's a lot of that kind of feel to the show. But anyway, go ahead and comment how you feel this situation should have been handled. How do you think that Teresa's going to react to the rest of the group at the party. And spoiler, if you watch any of the further parts, it's a spoiler. So hopefully you watch this one before you watch those other ones. So anyway, comment, like, and follow below.